the rain. No, that's a lie. I love the rain. Every time it rains, I do one of two things. One, I watch it in awe and fascination. Or two, I run in it. I jump in it, I get soaked in it, I lay in it, and let it wash over me. I let myself experience the rain. I forget about all my worries, responsibilities, anxieties, and self-doubt and let myself have this moment. This moment where nothing matters but the rain drenching my body, hair, and whatever clothes I happen to be wearing, because the rain is cleansing. A cleansing of my entire being. It is happiness, it is sadness, it is whatever you need it to be. It is lovely. It is violent. It is delicate. It is needed. It is freeing. One of my favorite memories of rain is from about a summer or two ago. I hadn't been having a good day or maybe week. It was around midnight when I heard the pattering on my roof. I looked out to see a pretty decent rain happening. I didn't make a single decision after that. I ran in my bare feet to my yard to plan all the things from my childhood. I swung on swings, I climbed trees, I even jumped on my trampoline. Then I ran across the street to the park. I ran as fast as I could through the field until I fell and slid for feet through the grass. And I laughed. It was such a simple moment of happiness like the ones from my childhood, all joyful for no reason. So I laughed as the rain splattered on my face while lying there for I don't know how long. There's something else I like to think about the rain. I sometimes find it comforting because even the world needs to cry sometimes, to let itself be cleansed. Sometimes it needs an emotional release, and that's okay. When I was growing up, emotions weren't foreign to me. Although I didn't express mine much past little kid happiness, emotions were always present in my house, especially from my sister. To be fair, she's a lot older than me, 7 years in fact. I was in 4th grade when she was first admitted to the mental hospital. She was a junior in high school, which is what I am now. She missed most of her junior year being in and out of the hospital so much. Turns out, my sister had been experiencing a long episode of depression because my sister is bipolar and life is cruel. I didn't fully understand the term bipolar for years. I probably still don't really understand being bipolar, but at the time, all I really understood was that it was something that she had to take pills for that would make her emotions less wild. I was ignorant to the emotional roller coaster that I didn't understand. I saw my sister for years trying to fix herself. I saw her try to be better. I saw the masks she put on to hang out with people who she didn't really care about. I saw her avoid talking about her feelings with the people she did care about. I saw her at her worst and saddest and angriest. I saw the path of self-destruction she took to try to be normal. I saw her when she didn't care about herself or anything. I saw her when she thought she was broken, when she thought she didn't matter, when she thought she was a lost cause. I saw her break down so many times that I lost count. I saw her when she was so very, very fragile. And I learned to be there. Be someone that she can tell her problems to. I learned that sometimes we just need someone to listen to us, or someone we can cry in front of because we feel like crying. When she first got back from the hospital, it was like I could breathe again. I hadn't realized anything. I hadn't understood anything. But when she was back, it was different. I no longer saw her as my embarrassing older sister. I saw her as a sister I'd like to get to know better. That's when we started to become close. I started appreciating her and truly seeing her. and realizing all the amazing things she did for me. The bedtime stories and singing me to sleep. All the time and energy she used to put makeup on me and my friends. The constant admissions from her of how beautiful and how perfect I was. How she could make me feel like the most important person in the world when really, she was the most important person in the world to me. So we started spending time together and just being someone that we could talk to with no judgment, but unrelenting support and the best advice we could give. Her bad days were still there. I mean, they are still there. There are still days when she calls me and she feels broken. There are still days when she calls me at midnight because she's at a party and having an anxiety attack. There are still days I call her just to have someone listen to me talk endlessly and give me the best advice she can. She is still my sister. She is still important to me. She is still my person. There was so much more chaos that came from my house when I was growing up. My sister wasn't my only sibling diagnosed as bipolar, so I didn't talk about my family a lot. No one ever really knew what was going on with me, because it is something that is very hard to share, especially when you're in elementary school. So I almost hid from my family life, and I kept all my feelings inside. I think that's why I'm so honest with my life now. I very much don't hold anything back. I tell all the crazy stories of my present life. I usually tell at least one friend if everything feels terrible or if everything just feels numb. I don't lie to them at all, not even by omission most of the time. I just remember what it felt like to keep so much of my life from the people I cared about, and it hurt. It made it feel like there was a tight grip on my heart, and that's not something I want for my current life. I rather run and feel the rain hit my skin and soak through my core than to stand by and watch.